What is up, guys? Hello and welcome. So today we are going to be talking about asphalt concrete. Now this is one of the SD card routes. So if you don't know about SD cards or you haven't seen any of my other videos about them, I have a video that is specifically talking about SD cards, how to get them, what they do, etc. I will have that linked in the card as well as in the description. But that is pretty much everything about this, so let's go ahead and get right into this and start making some asphalt concrete. The first step is to come to the quarry, which is sort of on the right side of Sandy Shores, right here. So you're just gonna pull up here and you want to get quarry rubble. Okay, so once you have your quarry rubble, you're going to want to head over to the filtering plant over here, sort of on the left side of Sandy Shores. But what we are going to do is come into here and filter the quarry rubble. Now, typically, if you were making normal concrete or pretty much anything else, you would actually filter this again. In this case, we are not going to do that. We need the gravel from this. So you do not want to filter it a second time or filter the gravel. You want to keep the gravel. So once you have your quarry rubble filtered and you have your gravel, what I would suggest you do is actually get train yard storage. Now there are two different train yards that you need to get for this route. This one right here in Sandy Shores, and the other one that is probably the most useful would probably be the Mirror Park, but you could also go with the La Mesa just because they're fairly close to each other right here. It doesn't add that much extra time. Okay, so once you have stored your gravel or done whatever with it that you wanted to do, what you will need to do is actually switch over to being a Petrochem trucker. Now, if you have never done this before, there are two different ways that you can go about doing it. You can use one of the trucking HQs. There is one here in Sandy Shores. It is right next to the job changer. It works the same way. There's like an orange circle on the ground that you just walk into, and you can change your job to Petrochem trucker. Well, it'll be trucking petrochemical. The second way that you can do it is if you have a trucker's PDA, you can go to your M menu, phone and services, then truckers PDA, and you can switch to it from here, and boom, there you go, trucking Petrochem. Okay, here we are at the LS pumping station. Now, if you've never been here before, it's over on the right side of the city at the oil fields, fittingly. Just head on in here, this little area in here. You can actually come in from either side and pull in here, and you're going to extract crude oil. Okay, so I actually misspoke earlier. You're actually going to want to have really three different train yards. You're going to want to have this one in Sandy Shores. You will want the new one over here at the refinery so that you can access the gravel from here. That's what I misspoke about. You want this one also, and then lastly, you can have one of these two sort of to take your asphalt concrete from here over to the Alta construction site, which I believe is right there. Okay, so once you have your crude oil and you have come over here to the refinery, what you're going to be doing is you're going to need to take out gravel and crude oil at the same time. Now, it is a 20 gravel to 1 crude oil ratio. So what I have in my trunk currently right now is 40 crude oil and 800 gravel. Now, you can probably get a little bit more, maybe like 2 to 5 more crude oil. That would be 40 to 100 more gravel, but if you want to try and maximize the amount that you have, you can fit a little bit more in here, so just keep that in mind. Do some testing and just sort of put little increments based on starting at 40 and 800, and you can figure out how much you can put in there max. So we are going to be at the refinery over here. It is on the right side of the map, sort of next to the windmills here. So just sort of pull forward into here, and we are going to be creating asphalt. And once you are done making the asphalt, you're going to have to switch back to being a commercial trucker. Now, there are a few ways that you can do this. Once again, you can go to a trucker's HQ, but in this case, you can actually go to any job changer, or you can use a trucker's PDA if you have it. Okay, so the last step is actually to sell your asphalt concrete. So you're going to want to come over here to the Alta construction site. This is the same selling point as rebar and concrete. I believe that's everything that you sell here. If I pull forward, I'll be able to know. Yep, asphalt, concrete, and rebar. This is where you sell all of those. Okay, so that is actually everything. Once you have sold that, you are complete. Now, in total from all of that, so from 800, okay, so once you have finished selling, that is everything. You have completed the route. Now, from the 800 asphalt that I had, I made about 4 mil, which isn't as much as you'd say make from normal concrete, but it is a much quicker route. It maybe took me like 20 minutes to actually do the route, maybe 30 minutes. It was a pretty quick route because it's not very many steps. It's actually fairly simple. That is actually going to be everything. If you have any questions about this video or anything else, or if you have any topics that you would like me to cover in future videos, you can leave those down in the comments and I will be sure to answer them for you. And yeah, hopefully you guys enjoyed the video. If you did, be sure to hit the like and subscribe button, and I will see you guys in the next one. Bye-bye.